greatest game on planet Earth. And now this grand game enters its 6th decade. We welcome you to Santa Clara and Levi's Stadium for Super Bowl 60. Coming up, a battle here in the NFL playoffs. It's the AFC champion, Los Angeles Chargers, and the champions of the NFC, the Seattle Seahawks. Around the globe, wherever you are, welcome to America's Great Sports Day. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Super Bowl Sunday. Great to share it with you one more time, Greg. What a 2025 season, all the twists, all the turns, and it all culminates tonight here in Santa Clara.
And I think this is a matchup, Mike, that I don't know how many people have just even a couple of weeks ago, but you look at the rosters, both sides of the ball, very well balanced, very well coached. So I think the biggest thing each team told us all week was, let's just handle the emotions of the pregame. Let's handle all of the lead up, because once that ball's kicked off, let's just rely on what's gotten us here, and I think we're in for a treat.
Here comes a return from the 5. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So here come the Chargers, and it's year 6 and year 2 for Justin Herbert, Greg. It's year 2 with Jim Harbaugh, but the 6th season for the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft.
You just can't imagine the emotions and the thoughts swirling around his head as he takes the field on this opening drive, Mike. I mean, you think of the journey they've been on, their regular season, that gauntlet of playoff games through the AFC playoffs, and now here they are. He's taking the field as the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl, and he's 4 quarters away from living out his dream.
Shotgun now for Herbert. That's complete to the TCU man, Quentin Johnston. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And he'll keep the drive moving. He's got the first down up to the 45.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
Allen in motion. On first down, it's Hampton. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 9. From the gun, it's Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And it's going to be 3rd down.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. They get 16 on that connection, and the Chargers have the first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Give, and here comes Hampton.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he'll lean forward, getting this to about the 35. Devin Witherspoon up from the secondary to make the play.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Ninth play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Open man, left side, he's got it. It's a gain of 12 there. It's good for a Charger first down.
That's another Chargers first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Oronde Gadsden. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Well, after 2 weeks of anticipation, 2 weeks of scrutiny, I'm not sure if you can start a Super Bowl game any better than we just saw here, Mike. I mean, to take that ball down methodically, play after play, and end up with a touchdown, it just allows you to settle into the game, settle your entire sideline, and take a deep breath. Now it's up to the defense to go out there and try to get a stop, and you just can't start a Super Bowl any better than that.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers are off and running here in the Super Bowl. They lead 7-0.
Seahawks, nothing.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, here comes White. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL, and Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
All week long, they just keep telling themselves it's just another game, and then reality sets in. And I promise, as he takes the field right now, Mike, the thoughts and the emotions swirling around his head, he's got to do his best to harness it. These are the games that legacies are built upon. He understands, even though he's had this long journey, he is going to be judged based on these next 4 quarters.
And that'll give him the first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Darnold. The open man is Smith and Jigba. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
The Chargers offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So Try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On play action now. Herbert. Now a shot here, deep middle. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Lad McConkey, the one he was looking for. And it'll be 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions, and now it brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Seahawks offense ready for their 2nd possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He takes off. Give him 14 on that play. 1 first down.
1st down, Seattle.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
He'll get about 2. Dante Jackson that time in on the tackle.
Dante Jackson on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. They'll try to sneak it here. And he will have the Seahawks 1st down. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 4. In motion is Barner. To throw is Darnold. Open, left side is Barner. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
So, 1 quarter down here on Super Bowl Sunday. The Chargers out to the early lead. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Seahawks football beginning this 2nd quarter. from the 31. Here's 2nd and 4. As we are ready to get back underway.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for this with Charbonnet. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Darnold. Got a man, that's Barner, the tight end. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
Down to the 4, it'll be 2nd and goal.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Darnold. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Yeah, and I think that's a really smart decision. You certainly don't want to take a sack in any goal-to-go situation, or even worse, throw a pick. So understanding he still has 2 more shots at the end zone, I really like that decision.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Ken Walker.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks are on the board. It's 7-3.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
This one taken at the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Chargers offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion right. On play action, now Herbert. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
This is a guy that we're used to seeing make a lot of his plays in the back end. Mike kind of patrolling that center field safety position, but this time he recognized that play up at the line of scrimmage, and he blows it up for a loss.
Conklin goes in motion. They'll go with Hampton. Has an opening past the 40. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 22
They get
yards.
22 yards there. First down, LA.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
He finds the veteran Keenan Allen. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
14 more yards.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
At the 38-yard line.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
Herbert now on first down. That one complete to McConkey. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 7. Putting the tight end in motion. To throw, it's Herbert. He'll swing this out to Hampton. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
3rd and 2. Here we go. McConkey in motion. The RPO. That one is complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
Herbert to the air again. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 on the Seahawks 16-yard line.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. That is caught. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
And the Chargers, first down. First down and goal to go.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Hampton will score. Touchdown, Chargers.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Kicker now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Chargers extend their advantage to 14-3.
14. Seahawks 3.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. On the return, here comes White. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Looking Smith and Jigba's way again, and again a catch. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25. That pickup good for 29 yards.
A gain of 29 yards.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
To throw on 1st down is Darnold. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal.
Seattle.
Two minutes remain here in this 1st half. Back for more on Super Bowl Sunday after this. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. To throw again is Darnold. He'll step up and run, and he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up 2nd and goal.
Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Walker on this defense, backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Shaheed in motion. They'll try and throw. Here's Darnold. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. To the goal line and in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. It's up and through. And the Seahawks are back within 4. It is 14-10. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Here's Darius Davis to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense and Omari and Hampton getting set for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. short pass taken in by the tight end. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
To the middle of the field, he's got Johnston.
To Quentin Johnston. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 45-yard line.
A good spot here, second and a yard. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. The Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime.
44-yard line.
First and 10. Throwing again, Herbert. Throwing right, that's Johnston. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Here's second and 3 to go. Herbert to the air again. On the move left. He's going to run it.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
One final throw before the break. Oh, the ball's out. And this will be recovered by the offense. So they avoid the catastrophe of a finish. Time runs out, and that's the end of the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half. 2 quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with first and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Second down and 3. On play action, here's Darnold. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it. That throwaway certainly isn't ideal in this situation, especially when you're trailing at this stage of the game, but no damage done. Move on to the next play.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 21. First down, Seattle.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Taken in right side by Barner. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think if you're willing to throw it there, it tells us everything we need to know about the decision coming up here on 4th down. He didn't have anything available, threw it away, and I think in this part of the field, you got to really think hard about going for it.
The Seahawks field goal, a 50-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks are back within a point. It's 14-13.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
42-yard line.
The Chargers offense ready for their first possession of this second half. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
Worry on the stop. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
They'll go again with Hampton, and it won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's 3rd and 2. Herbert keeping it on the zone read. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
That's a great job defensively. You could tell they sold out to stop the run here on 3rd down. And even if he hands this ball off, Mike, I don't think that play was going anywhere.
And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away. They'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold.
Darnold's pass complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And this is going to be a Seahawks first down. He'll get this up past the 40-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Once again, it's Walker. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
On 2nd down, it's Darnold. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's got another one. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
So now, with the lead up to 5, they're going to go for 2 and try to extend it out to 7.
The Seahawks.
Here's Darnold. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 9. Another run here with Hampton. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Down behind the line of
And
scrimmage.
after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. That is DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
The Chargers get set to kick it away. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punch it away. A fair catch signals, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Seahawks offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Denzel Perryman in on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. Darnold to throw. The second down throw is incomplete.
Really nice coverage there defensively, and here you find yourself in a one-score game. Like, he understands the value of protecting the ball. Really smart decision. Throw it away, snap it again.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Over the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. Past the 40. Still going. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 74 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Myers now to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Seahawks will extend this third quarter lead.
Chargers 14.
Away. He fields it at the 8. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense make their way out to take over once more. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hampton. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On play action, it's Herbert. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
They'll set up the screen to Hampton. Ooh. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15. And a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Shotgun snap. We give it to Hampton. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Allen in motion. 1 quarter remains here in Super Bowl 59. EA Sports back for the 4th from SoFi after this. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. They send the tight end in motion. From the gun, it's Herbert. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end, and they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
2nd and 10. To throw, it's Herbert. He'll find Hampton out of the backfield. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Now Herbert again. The left side, catch made by McConkey. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
A gain of 6 yards.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers will cut into that lead.
17.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
On the return, here comes White. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Jackson Smith and Jigba ready to get back to work. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stop it.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. They'll go play action with Garner. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of
23 yards on that pass play. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Kenneth Walker, touchdown Seahawks. With that, he ties the Super Bowl record, his 3rd touchdown of the night. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now we'll get a two-point try here. Darnold has the offense lined up.
The Seahawks will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack two more onto their lead.
34. Chargers 17.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
The return starts from the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Chargers offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. The tight end going in motion to the left. On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. It's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Motion man is Johnston. Now Herbert throwing on 2nd down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Amarian Hampton was the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. The risk pays off to the tune of 16 yards.
1st down.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
A pickup of 21 on that connection. And the Chargers have the 1st down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Herbert to the air again. They go right back to Allen. He's got it again. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
More yards.
Why not
That's
go back to him? That one good for 20 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On the give, here's Hampton. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Herbert. Quick throw, slant, caught by Johnston. And it's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
The Chargers first
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the fourth quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's first and goal.
And beautiful footwork on display. He is in. Will Dissly. Touchdown, LA. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Point after now from Dicker. He's got it. And the Chargers are able to cut the deficit to 10.
The score, Seahawks 34, Chargers 24.
So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. They're going to be trying to play keep away in this situation. Use as much clock as possible. Up a couple of scores as they start this drive. 1st and 10. Darnold. That's complete. It's Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the Chargers' 39-yard line.
Gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run it with Walker. And he's going to be brought down at the 27, but that's enough. 1st down as they do it on the ground. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. Into the hands of his tight end, Barner. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their 2nd, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. Here's Walker. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense. So the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. Ball is at the 8 for 2nd and goal. One more time with Walker. Stop at the 6. And that sets up 3rd and goal. Just under 2 minutes to play on Super Bowl Sunday. We're back to write a finish to the season. After this, you've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. He'll run with Walker. And he will score again. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. That's it. That's the Super Bowl record. A game to remember. His 4th touchdown of the night. Now the point after try from Myers. His kick is good. And the Seahawks will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
24.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Allen in motion. Herbert now on 1st down.
Complete to Keenan Allen. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He'll look underneath here for Hampton. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
And the Chargers.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
2nd down, they need 3. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Herbert to the air again. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
And even though you're facing a big deficit, I still think this is the right decision. At some point, you do have to start forcing the ball to make something happen, but you can't be reckless. So I think this would have been more on the reckless side, and certainly a good decision. Maintain possession of the ball.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. And that's going to do it. In their 50th anniversary season, what a celebration the Seattle Seahawks, Super Bowl champs for the second time. Well, a fitting ending to a great NFL season, all culminating here in the Super Bowl. And Greg, I think we can say the best team won the title.
And you think back to the season they had, Mike, where they earned everything on the field. There was ups and downs, there was adversity, and they were such a resilient group all season long. They were battle-tested coming into the playoffs. They put it all together tonight, and they can call themselves Super Bowl champions.
So that'll do it for another sensational season of the NFL on EA Sports. For our entire team, and with my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tariq,